Il y a de cela 30 ans, ce qu'il avait été convenu d'appeler le vent de l'Est soufflait sur l'Europe.
30 years ago, what was known as the Eastern Wind blew in Europe. Thanks to the collapse of the Berlin Wall, the starting point of a new reconfiguration lines of force in the world. There was hope that the emphasis of the inter-intrastate tensions for Chehita to arouse, maintain and justify by a fierce opposition between the main ideological currents will fade away and perhaps disappear. This dream of an era of peace has partly materialized, in part only, nation no longer raising the sword against nation, as sought by the United Nations, but without the swords transformed into plowshares. Indeed, the war did not stop. On the contrary, simply by the game of the transfer of skills, it is practiced otherwise, its objectives remaining the same. Thus, states no longer face an enemy whose nature, volume and positions are known. The enemy is no longer the size of a company, a regiment or a brigade. He does not wear any distinctive insignia of the fighter. On the contrary, he takes the colors of the crowd. He transforms into weapons, indiscriminate destruction, everyday objects. He makes each individual a human bomb. Despite its proclamations, the present enemy is not serving the people. It is only the secular arm of group interests. At the end of the Cold War, one would have expected the consolidation of state borders. No, or not quite, because however, that the great nations formed large supranational groupings, all or almost all was implemented. That is, all or almost everything is done to balkanize the less fortunate states. This logic of weakening by partition is preferably directed against states with high development potential. Hence, the sudden and violent eruption of separatist tendencies, resulting in the emergence of powerful armed and criminal terrorist groups such as Daesh, Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra in the Middle East, the Al-Shabaab in the Horn of Africa. Ditto for the Mujahideen, the Mujahideen, as well as the West African province of Islamic State in the Sahelo-Saharan Arc. Other groups skim the land and sea of the Gulf of Guinea, particularly on the borders of Nigeria and Cameroon. Boko Haram, the men and the Amazonian cattle are among the number. All monsters that rain terror with the dagger and powder. In reality, and pending a possible restructuring of the world order, the international terrorists are engulfed in the breach. It is not said that nature hates emptiness. In the response of the wishes of the diplomatic corps dated January 9, 2018, the President of the Republic, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Paul Biya, had raised this question, which is still relevant today, which I quote, "As the progress of science and technology gives man more extraordinary powers every day, we will see the new world that we are told to go astray and return to divisions and quarrels from another time. Our future is at stake. May common sense eventually prevail." End of quote. Let good sense prevail and let hearts and arms be disarmed. May common sense prevail and the children of Cameroon all reconcile, stick together to preserve the integrity and ensure the development of our dear fatherland, Cameroon. This is the only fight that is worth fighting.
Il en va de notre avenir à tous, puisse le bon sens finir par l'emporter. Fin de citation. Que le bon sens l'emporte alors, et que se désarment les cœurs et les bras. Que le bon sens l'emporte, et que les enfants du Cameroun, tous réconciliés, se serrent les coudes pour préserver l'intégrité et assurer l'essor de notre chère patrie, le Cameroun. C'est le seul combat qui vaille la peine d'être mené. À samedi prochain.